Hey guys, it's Coco. Um, I did a spread. I did Aries. I had a long talk with a Aries today, and it was overwhelming. There are some things that Spirit has waken up in me that I could not hold back because it might not only be for just this one. There might be multiple people that just like we are all in our own placements as the moon, as the universe, everything changes. We have to accept ourselves. We have to grow within ourselves, and as the phases, as we phase and as we ascend and as we progress in life with twin flames, with soulmate connections, we have to have a knowing of what's going on with us. This reading was very profound to me because this is a connection that I have, and this connection between me and this person was so profound that I believe that it might be helpful for somebody else. So Aries, this is yours. Um, the Ten of Swords, when I'm looking at this Ten of Swords, I did multiple because it got that intense. So excuse me, this might not be as lengthy as the other one, but I'm trying to give you a rough draft. Ten of Swords, as I'm looking at this, it's going to be a piercing situation that you've been avoiding, you've been going through. It's almost been to where she's been taken out in this car with what it's doing, but it's not piercing her. It's piercing straight through her, because the only reason why she's elevated right now is because she's not laid all the way down. It's in motion. She's in air. It's pierced her, but she's not fallen. Does that make sense? Because she's found strength. Because there's been someone that's been there. There's been an empress there. Scorpio energy. Very passionate, very, very intense, something overwhelming at times. This has been that strength, that's been that overwhelming strength, that whenever the times have been overwhelming, that's been piercing, that you've been going through, but it hasn't it hasn't just it's kept you there, it's kept you stuck, but you're not dead. You're moving on. But you got to bring love into the situation, okay? You've got to bring love into the situation. You've got to open up your heart. You've got to heal whatever's going on with you. You can't stay here. You have to move forward. You've got to heal whatever needs to be healed. You've got to, whatever's pierced you, whatever's held you back, whatever's going on, you've got to bring love into that situation. You've got to bring your vibrations up to love. You don't have to be in love. You don't have to be with somebody to act in its energy in order to bring your levels up in your vibrations, to be actually to attract that law of attraction, to manifest what you need. Um, Also, as we've got the Two of Wands has got everything you need. You just don't need to be cocky with it. You're a beast in its own right, Aries. I mean, you have the staff. You're on strength, but you have to weigh everything out. You don't want to rush into something. You want to think about something. Um, think about what's been piercing you. Think about what's been going on lately that's had you stuck, and come up with solutions, incentive ideas. Come up with ways that can elevate that negative, if that makes sense. Because you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to get creative. You have to find other things, a way of innovating things to get out of that rut, because you've probably been in that rut and you don't know anything else. You've probably been there so long that it's come comfortable. It's come normal. It's not normal. You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be ascending. You're supposed to be progressing. Stop staying. I don't know whoever this is for. Open your mouth, throat chakra. Whoever's not opening their mouth, come on. The moon's been guiding you this whole time. It's just asking you to just to have a little faith. Talk to your talk to your intuition. Get to line yourself up with what you need to do, because the Knight of Pentacles, everywhere he goes, once you get everything in line and you get this plan together, you get this plan of action, and you take the first step, the divine's got you. It's following him. It's following you where you lead. The Five of Wands is strategic, it's precise, it's got to be in order. If not, you're going to get stuck. But you've got this trapped in fear mentality going on, because if you don't do this strategically, because you're in fear, you can do this. It's not nothing for you. because you can come up with anything. You're just hurt. You've just been pinned. You've just been in the past. You've been trapped in fear. But luck's on your side because there's the lovers here. There's a connection. There's a bond there that's holding you. She's holding him. She's shaking him up. Or he is shaking you up, holding you down. He's trying to wake you up. He's trying to awaken you to get you to see yourself, the strength in you that you've been trapped in fear over to make this step. Don't worry about it. Looks on your side because you have the 10 of Cups. The time is now for you to make this happen, but you can't get this abundance that's coming without you coping with what has or what is or what will. You have to let shit go. Show the world the real you. The 5 of Cups, and there's a fish in the front. It's fertility, rebirth. You got to awaken yourself, reevaluate yourself. Bring yourself back to life with wisdom, that what you've been through, of understanding, to show people the world who you are, because there's 2 fucking 10 of Cups here, dude. There's 2 of Pentacles here, my bad. 2 of Pentacles, 2 different decks. How odd is that? You've got abundance in a double of what you ever could dream of. When you fucking waking up to who you are, you've got to reawaken, realign yourself. You've got to have a rebirth of your inside, because the wisdom is there. You've had it all the time. You just got to get out of this rut that you've been stuck in, because you've got 2 10 of Pentacles, 2 different complete decks. The world needs to know who you are. I'm sorry, they're flying out every freaking where. But this is like, whatever's held you back, you've gained so much wisdom and so much knowledge, but it's kept you complacent, kept you trapped because of your fears of coming into something new. Your work, you are holding yourself back. But as soon as you take the first step out of that comfort zone, it's going to follow you into the 10 of Cups here, because luck is on your side, and it keeps on growing. You keep on manifesting with the 10 of Pentacles. You keep on manifesting, because the 7 of Pentacles is just constantly with the 9 of Pentacles. The Magician card. Once you get through this, taking the first step into a brand new way, or out of your comfort zone, to leave that past in the past, to show and come up with different ideas or incentives to put something together, dude. Hang on a minute. This right here is what you've been. The fuck? This is what's been holding you back. You wouldn't. Okay, I get. You're your own worst enemy. You've been battling your head, your emotions, ego, past situations. You've let them lead you. You've let them control you. You've not been able to let anybody in. You've been letting this overwhelm you and consume you from making you feel that you could even do anything. You've been stuck here, doubting yourself, thinking that you're not worthy enough. You are. You are. The moon is telling you, have faith. Open your mouth. Step out of your comfort zone. And everything else will fall into place, because the 10 of Cups is here. It says, because luck's on your side, because there's going to be something that's going to hold you down. She's trying to wake you up, dude. Or he's trying to wake you up. Because you've been trapped in your fear for so long. You've been so consumed. It's going to be rough, because you got to be precise. You've got a hare and a fox. They're going to intertwine. They're going to intertangle. They can't. You've been running this race, this rat race of not knowing, second guessing, trapped in fear. But there's something's going to shake you. Something's going to ground you. Something's going to move you to this next phase. Grab hold of it. Take that opportunity, because it's nothing but abundance and luck on your side. The Magician card is here with the spiritual union. Again, look at the 2. Look at them. It's a soulmate twin flame. It's got to be. because you've got to work through your fears. This person's going to help you manifest what you've always wanted, but you're going to have to work through your fears with this spiritual reunion. It's time to take action for and the recognition and reward, but you've got to focus. If you look here with this, the moon, and the if you see the ace of wands with the third eye, look at this with the high priestess. Line yourself together, line your center, line your chakras up, do some cleansings, do some meditations, cleanse the negative energies out, block all that negative that has been instilled in you, that you've kept in you, that you haven't released. Release it. Let this happen. The moon says, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. I'm balancing everything else with a high priestess energy, with the ace of wands to manifest whatever you want, because it's time to take action, because you're going to get the recognition that you and reward that you deserve. The three of pentacles is a unit. It's let someone help. Don't block it out anymore. Don't block out this love because you're tired of getting hurt, because you've been this, you've done that. Fuck that. You can't do anything without some people sometimes. You've got to act in the way of love, because you're going to have some mental conflict. You're going to have some doubts. And when that doubt comes, when your emotions are running high, before you can manifest anymore to get that ace of pentacles, you're going to need that team. You're going to need that person. You're going to need that unit to make that effort, to push you, to excel you to where you need to go. The four swords is being balanced. Don't get too cocky, or don't get to where you don't need someone, because you clearly do, because that's a lot of pain. That's a long time to sit in that. That's a long time to let that mind of yours, and to let those energies sit inside, to make you feel like you're not good enough, or you might have done some fuck shit so bad that you might not feel that you're worthy enough. Fuck that. There's things that happen in our life that were destined to happen, and you might have done some messy shit, some shady shit, but there's a lesson behind it. It doesn't matter what it was. What did you get out of it? Because hurt is hurt. Hurt is a lesson. Hurt is a pain. Love is a pain. We love, and then we get hurt. We break up. We get hurt. It's okay. There's a lesson behind every emotion, every cycle, every phase, every tower, every death, every rebirth. What did you get from this? What have you been holding on to that you haven't released to excel you? Let it go and move forward. It's time for you to ascend. As we've been ascending, there's so much that we're growing through. Don't get too cocky in your arrogance and your ego, Aries. Don't let people guide you. You don't know everything, but then guess what? You have so much wisdom and knowledge, but you're using it in the wrong way. You're brilliant. You're smart. You're understanding. You're kind. You're a beast at what you do. There's nothing that you can't do, that whenever you put your mind to it, that you can't pick up with ease. You're your own worst enemy. You got to get out of it. You got to shake this, cleanse you, so you can move forward, because you're gonna miss this if you don't take action. And you don't know when it's gonna come around again. You don't know if it's gonna be this lifetime, or if you didn't pass a test in this situation, or if this life lesson, or with this karmic, you don't know, is it going to be to another 10 years before you can reach your full potential to your highest ascension? No. If you just guard, you have to maintain. Once you get this abundance, once you get this blessing and this opportunity, maintain it, focus, channel it. The Queen of Swords, be on guard, be on point with it. Don't let it slip through your fingers, or don't let this stab you to death. Eight of Wands. It's time to release the negativity. Partnerships and alliances. There might be somebody in your work area. There might be somebody in passing that you know from the back in the day. There might be someone you brush up against at the gas station. You just might get to chit chat and talk, and people don't understand that the divine works in so many ways, to where that one conversation could ignite something inside you. Like, what? That might have been, you might be somewhere. Don't throw people away, or being closed off and negative, and trap yourself whenever you need to be out here right now, taking action, feeling, living, breathing, working, whatever. Visit, open yourself up again to love. Live in that love vibration, if that makes any sense. You don't have to be in love or like people or whatever. Fuck that. If you can harness that energy of love, if you've ever known what it's like to have your first kiss, or whenever you're married and your old man's fixed to come home, or your wife's fixed to come home, and your heart's racing like this, and you can't wait to see them, and you're about to fucking explode out your freaking toes. Yeah, and Scorpios are intense. Let me tone it down a little bit. But yeah, that type of adrenaline rush, bottle it, feel it. Let that law of attraction, let that love and that vibration set inside you and open you up to bring this to you. Three of Wands. She's at the edge. If you see that, she's at the edge. She's there. You know what I'm saying? Overseeing everything. Oversee. It's not telling you not to use your heart of discernment. It's not telling you not to do that. It's telling you just be aware of your surroundings. It's okay to go through life. It's okay to get hurt. It's okay to fucking cry. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to get pissed off. It's okay for shit to fall apart. It's a lesson behind it. Don't stay there. Oversee it. Oversee the big picture. Look at the bigger picture. King of Cups energy right there. Positive movement. Positive movement forward. Adjustments are required because the Ten of Swords. Okay. You've been stabbed in the fucking back so many fucking times and hurt so many freaking times that it's overwhelming. You cannot fucking take it. That's the reason why she's sitting there all going. She's like, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, it fucking hurt. Yeah, what do I do now? Don't stay there. How do I get through this? What can I do next? If this situation or this scenario or something like it was to happen again, how can I change it? How can I change the outcome of it? What knowledge did I gain from this? Sit down, clarify what's going on, because there is adjustments here, but they're positive movement because you are the King of Cups. You are who you are. You the motherfucker. It is Scorpio energy, King of Cups, Empress energy. You know, you the man. You the man. You the woman. You the shit. Don't let that shit get to your head, though. Don't let it get to your head, because everybody needs somebody. Everybody. Everybody needs that somebody that can tell them the freaking truth. Don't be a yes person. If you sitting there, you got that one person that you can talk to and say, look, fuck, man, I don't know how to shake this. I'm in my feelings and emotions. I can't get out of this. I'm in my head. I'm thinking, what am I doing? Am I fucked up? Am I that fucked up? Am I that? What do you see in me? Do you know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there that needs to hear this, because you are not alone. You're not alone. But quit hindering yourself. Quit doubting yourself. Quit beating yourself up and making you feel that you're not worthy. Be patient with yourself. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. There's hope, because the King of Wands is here, but you got to be patient, be calm, understand, reflect, because the Ace of Cups is here. Everything that you've ever wanted is at your fingerprints. At your fingertips. I'm sorry. You have abundance. You have so much all throughout this journey that's going to be hitting at you. You could be at the gas station, hit a lottery. You could be going to the casino, go to your mama's house. She made your favorite food. You could be going anywhere, and it's just everything is lining up in your favor. But it's never gonna make a damn bit of difference if you don't step out of your way. You won't. None of this can ever come to pass unless you learn to let your past and let that hurt go. Accept it, acknowledge it, feel it, breathe it, love it, let it go, release it. Don't let it hold you back. Be patient with yourself through this process. Don't give up. Don't give up too easy. Don't give up on others, and don't push others away so easy. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? The Hermit card. Don't close yourself off. Get the fuck out from behind them walls. Get the fuck out from behind them power apartments. Don't go get with somebody. This is time to be connecting, to be vibing off people, to raising those vibrations. Don't close yourself off. You've been closed the fuck off enough. It's time to make some moves. Knight of Wands. Don't be too arrogant. We know you shit, but you ain't just so much of the shit that you don't need somebody. You ain't God. The divine is the only one that can control anything. You ain't all that in a bag of potato chips. You might be a hot snot on a, you know what I'm saying. Well, how they say it? You ain't nothing but a cold book on a paper plate. You ain't hot snot on a silver platter. You a cold book on a paper plate. Don't get that kind of attitude. You ain't. You been through some shit. You ain't all that. But what you been through, you got too much wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because use that. That makes you your shit. That gives you your purpose. That gives you your fuel. All that hell you've been going through, that you've been neglecting to face and focus, is your purpose, is your destiny, to embrace that shit, to feed that shit, accept it, bring it into who you are, so you can then be whole, to give it back, to send it out. You got to accept shit to get it back out. Whatever comes in, you know it flees out. If you ain't acknowledging this shit, you ignoring yourself. If you ignoring yourself, you fucking going backwards. You're not ascending. You going back. Or you stuck. You here ready. You ready. Don't close yourself off. Get out from behind somewhere. Because you got to release this. And once death happens, once that dies, once this cycle is dead, once that cycle is ended, death is only transformation. Death is the death of a rebirth. Something's dying. There's a cycle's ending, so another one can begin. That's all. It ain't about nobody dying up the road, cousin. Fuck that shit. Death card is transformation. It's the cycle's ending. It's ending. How long is it going to end? How long is it going to take before you end it? That's the question. And only then are you going to get rest and rejuvenated to be you. I mean, come on now. The strength's within you. You focus on all this other shit, on doubting yourself, on putting all your energy in this negative ass shit because you don't feel worthy, because you fucked up, because you made some mistakes. We're not perfect. I'm a Scorpio, trust me. I'm far from it. I'm a fuck up and a half with a wheelbarrow full of crazy. I don't do nothing right because I lead on my emotions. I leave my feelings, my heart, I love. I give everything I got into a motherfucker. Overly give it. Overly intensive. So what? That's my best quality and my worst enemy. That's my biggest fault and my best quality. Because I give all of me. Whenever I invest in you, you're the same fucking way. Even though you're an Aries. You got so much to offer, but you're your own worst enemy. Everything that's your gift, that you've been through, that you know about, that you could talk to and relate to somebody about, that's your strengths. You wouldn't have those strengths. You wouldn't be able to make the decisions and make the precise decisions that you need to be making with strategic and creative passion that you got without those experiences of that fuck shit that happened either by you or because of you, or that got done to you. You wouldn't be able to be there without that shit. Embrace that shit. Be who you are. Don't doubt yourself anymore. Quit beating yourself up. Fuck up. Quit it. 10 of Wands. King of Wands. 9 of Swords. You're very close to achieving your goals. Fulfillment of wishes in the World card. Dude, whenever you make this step, that's all you got to do. The divine is telling you here. I got you. It's been fucking hell. I got you. You're going to move through this. You got this. Don't worry, my babe. Moon's like, okay. Bring love into the situation. I'm waiting on you. I've been here. You see how she's waiting? She's just like there. Just have faith. Take a leap of faith. Take a step in faith. Take a deep breath in faith. Release it. Clear your chakras. Step out of your comfort zone. Bring that love vibration into you and to love you. Love you, of who you are, of all your faults, of all your shortcomings, because guess what? That's a part of you, and you just got a battery problem. That's it. I'm going to tell you about that battery problem. You're very close to achieving your goals, your fulfillment of wishes. The world's got your back for you to manifest this King of Wands. This King of Wands is strength. You see how that man, he's saying, I am. The lines behind him, he's not phased. Not one bit. Holding his ground. Standing his ground. Stand your ground. Find that strength within you. Find that courage within you. Find that lion, that fire, that drive, that passion. Stand in it. Own that shit. Release what needs to be released. And take a step of faith. Because the Nine of Swords, this right here is not the Nine of Swords piercing her like the Ten of Swords is. This Nine of Swords is like a breastplate, like a protection plate. She's got everything that she needs holding and surrounding her. All she's got to do is fucking reach out and get it. There's so much here. The Devil card was on there, the bottom of the deck. The Three of Pentacles, the Devil card. The Tower card. What was the Oracle? Stand your ground. Do you get what I'm saying? These are your Monology cards. This, I mean, commitment is being tested. Come on, man. Whoever needs to hear this, look, shit happens. We're not perfect. We're not. We're never going to be. Life is a whirlwind, emotional roller coaster full of bullshit, chaos, fucking love, laughs, and bullshit. And it is a ongoing, crazy, psychotic whirlwind. And it's beautiful. And within the beautiful chaos, we have a choice. We either have choices are made for us, or we make those choices. Period. You have to make these choices. Make the right choices, but you've got to start making that first step now. You got a battery problem. Point blank, short version of the battery problem. My grandfather told me whenever I was a little girl, you got a battery problem. I said, I ain't even got no car. He said, you got a battery problem. A car has a battery, has a negative and a positive. You got to have that negative and positive to jumpstart that battery, to get that ignition to start, to crank that car to get you where you need to go, right? You got a battery problem. The negatives in lives that are weighing you down, the negative charges that come to us, flip them motherfuckers. Turn them into a positive. Let that be your drive, your passion, your fuel to excel you to the next level, to get you where you need to go. Just like a car needs a battery, needs a negative and a charge, negative and a positive. That's the charges of life. We got to have a negative and have a positive to appreciate, to give us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to give us that knowing of what to do and not to do. To let us learn by our own experiences. That negative can be flipped. Don't let that negative keep you dead. You're going to be a dead cell the rest of the life, or you're going to move on something. I don't know what else to say, but you got this. And whenever people come in your life, don't push them away. Let your guard down. They don't say to be stupid now. Don't be stupid. And this could very well be just anybody's energy, but I read this for an Aries. And I'm a Scorpio, so we were linked together one time. But let them, don't push them away. Because you see how she's holding him down. That reminds me of something. He's probably going to be watching this. Do you see this? You see this? Mm-hmm. Is it going to be this lifetime or the next time I'm going to hold you down? Just ask him. This lifetime or next lifetime. The choice is yours. You got to make this. They can't make this happen for you. This is your task. You got to make this move. You got to do this. People can't fight this battle for you. They can't. This is yours. This is make it, take it. This ain't just half-ass in it. This is take the full thing head on. Go in it, because no one else's hands, no one else's emotions, no one else is going to be able to be there. We come in this world alone, or go out this world alone. But you're not alone. You've got someone that trusts you, that loves you, that cares for you, that will hold you the fuck down to tell you the truth. Let them tell you the truth. Because that is a very spiritual fucking union. I mean, it's over. I mean, recognition. I mean, it's here. High Priestess, the moon, partnerships and lives. How much more clarification do you need in order for it to tell you? You need to take a leap of faith. Quit shutting that person off. Listen to what the hell they need to say. And just believe in yourself, because they're not going to sit there and tell you no bullshit. If you trust them, that bitch holding you down. That motherfucker holding you the hell down. She love you. She ain't gonna hurt you. She ain't the rest of the world. She's here to stand firm beside you, to push you, to help you see the reality of yourself that you don't see. She ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. She gonna tell you all the right thing. Motherfucker, hell no. You're brilliant. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're talented. You're this. You're an asshole. You second guess yourself. You fucking doubt yourself. You're too hard on yourself. You treat me like every. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what she gonna tell you. She gonna tell you the truth. Don't treat her like you treat everybody else. Hold her down like she holding you down, so she can help you, because she's held you through this. But this is your battle, baby. She done got you all the way. He or she. It could be roles reversed. You know what I'm saying? It could be roles reversed. He could be holding her down, waking her up. Motherfucker, you crazy. I know I am. No, you do this and you do that. But no, you're creative. You're smart. You're understanding. You love. You're passionate. Let them build you up. And whenever they tell you the truth, don't take it as a belittlement to lash out, to block them out. Does that make sense? Because they've got you this far. This has been in the making for a long time, past generation after generation, lifetime after lifetime. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 couples. If it's 6 generations, six lives. Or is it, if you don't do this, with this being a 6 right here at the top, are you gonna? My heart's telling me, if you don't shake your ass out this shit right now, is it gonna be 6 more lifetimes before you connect again? Before you learn the lesson? Before you connect? What is this? What is this? You have to find the strength within yourself to love yourself, to believe in yourself. Because you are worthy. So what? Don't beat yourself up anymore. Shit happens. I told somebody, the same person I did this reading for, every single thing, and I can say this, me and that motherfucker went through hell. I put it out there. My husband. Whenever I told him every single thing that he had, that he hated me for, or I hurt him, everything that I did that hurt him, or everything he did to me that hurts him, that he holds on to make him feel that he's not worthy, because me and him been through some shit. Everybody goes through it. We did. Doesn't matter what you do to somebody. It does in an aspect. When it's done, it's done. You can't dwell on it. You can't lay in it. You can't wallow in it. Pick your ass up. Fucking acknowledge your mistakes, the errors of your ways, and don't do it again. Or try to better it. I told him to take that shit, write down everything that's ever hurt him, what it fucking feels like to what he did to me, how it hurt him, why it hurt him, everything. Write that shit down. Then write that shit about everything that I did that hurt him. And then everything that's going on in his head and his heart that he feels that he ain't worthy of, all the doubting of himself, all the fucking negativity that was that he's not worthy, that he don't deserve it. You take that shit, you write that shit down, you torch that motherfucker. You burn that shit, you let it go, you release that negativity, you kill it, you die, you burn it, it's gone, it's extinguished out your heart, out your life, out your energy, and let it go, let it die. Let it die. Pick your ass up and move on tomorrow. Get some sage. Cleanse the negative energies out. Clean who you are. We're not going to be perfect today. We're not going to be perfect next week, next month, next year. We're going to fall short every time. It's what we learn through those lessons as we fall. That's it. That's it. Jumpstart that motherfucking battery to get that negative, to get you into a positive fucking reaction. And a positive affirmation to get you where you need to go. To excel you to the next ascension. That's all it is. I don't know who needed to hear this, but it starts with one step. You got to make that first step. They can't make it for you, baby. This isn't their battle. That they've carried it this long. Gone through hell. Held that motherfucker down. That bitch holding that motherfucker. Damn. They'll always be connected. Do you see that? They will always be connected in one way, shape, or fashion. This is it. You got to come on. Are you going? What you want? You want to leave this person? You want to drag that person down because you won't excel? You won't elevate? You won't open your mind and broaden your horizons to push you where you could be better? You're better than this energy that you've got. You know what I'm saying? You are better than this, but you are neglecting your gifts. All that pain, all those experiences, baby, that is something that you can give to somebody else. It's a testimony. It's someone you can meet at the gas station that might be sitting there and a smile on understanding what it's like to be on the corner hustling, but now you ain't even hustling no more. Going to prison and have a testimony, man, I got off the streets. I'm doing this now. I've got an organization, Nation for Change. You know what I'm saying? Use that shit. That's you, as who you are. Talk to that kid that's on the street. Talk to that lady that's sitting there without got her kids. Use that energy of knowing that pain in a positive fucking affirmation, a positive way to fucking help somebody else. There's too much chaos and too much negative all around. What we're going to do, we're going to dwell in, or we're going to lift that vibration in this earth. We got to do something. It's called lean on one another. We ain't got to like each other. We all going to be different. Fuck it. That's what makes us brilliant, makes us unique. That's what makes us who we are. That's the beauty of differences. We learn from one another. We can grow from one another. We uplift one another. But I don't know you do. What you don't, I do. Where I might be overly fucking loving and understanding and compassionate and see the positive in every motherfucker, even the fucking worst person in the fucking world. So fucking what? That person's just something good about them. There's something fucking brilliant, genius, and fucking amazing about that person. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're in prison. I don't care if you're a mass murderer, the Oklahoma City bomber. That motherfucker had a brilliance at fucking goddamn timing. And that was a sick joke. But if you understand, if you go to think back the timing, bomber, he was he was brilliant at clocks, at timing, at syncing, at synchronization. He was good at something. What if someone would have invested in him in a positive fucking way? He might not have been altered his fucking narrative in his fucking brain to fucking have a doubt, a loss, not a fucking, y'all know what I'm talking about. Every person deserves to be loved, period. No matter who you are. I don't care. The worst, the best, the best, baby. We all deserve it. We all yearn for it. And we will get it and we will be it. You ain't got to be in love to live in the love. Be the love. Okay? I love y'all. This Coco. I don't know who needed to hear that. I don't care if it's your worst enemy knocking on your door, y'all. You know we've entertained angels and not even known it. You know that, right? You know, the divine, the angels are all around, the spirits are all around us. But you know we've entertained angels and not even known it. It says it, right? I don't care if your worst enemy comes knocking on your door. If they hungry, you better feed them. If they need clothes on their back, you need to clothe them. If they need a roof over their heads, you better house. Now, you might could sit in your recliner with a shotgun all night long. They didn't say be stupid. But if they hungry, you better feed them. If they need some clothes, you better clothe them. And if they need a roof over your head, you better house them. Because you don't know if that's Jesus himself or the divine or the spirits or our God or the divine or whomever disguises your worst enemy. Are you going to turn them away? Think about that shit. If the divine come disguises your worst enemy, are you going to turn them away? You gonna turn them away? The greatest gift we ever had was love. The greatest gift we ever got was love. Love. A whole lot of shit can change with it. Love you guys. Peace out. Make the first step. And everything else will fall into place.